Okay, so I want to talk about a label I trusted for years and never really thought about. BPA free, you have seen it everywhere. Water bottles, food containers, baby stuff, kitchen appliances. And the reason we all reach for it makes sense. BPA has been in plastics for decades, and there has been enough concern about it, especially with anything touching food when it is hot, that BPA free just became the thing you look for. But here's what took me way too long to figure out. BPA free does not mean chemical free. It means one specific chemical is not in there. Because when manufacturers pulled BPA out, they did not stop using plastic. They swapped the chemical. A lot of stuff got BPS instead, a close cousin that has been studied way less. So, you can end up with something technically legally BPA free that still has plastic parts sitting next to a heat source made of something you know nothing about. I am not saying the label is a scam, it is a real improvement. I just stopped treating it like the finish line. Comment below if you have ever bought something specifically because it said BPA free, because I have, multiple times. Okay, so there is another label that gets tangled up with this one. BPA and PFOA are often used almost interchangeably in marketing, and they are not the same thing. BPA is about plastics, PFOA is about older nonstick coating manufacturing, and it comes up constantly in the PFAS conversation. So, if something says BPA free and says nothing about PFOA or PTFE, you have answered the plastic question and completely skipped the coating question. And in anything that actually cooks, the coating is the part touching your food. They both matter. They are just two separate problems. So, here's what I look for now, and this changed how I shop. First, I want specifics, not vibes. If the material description is vague, that is the flag right there. Food-safe plastic tells me nothing, just name the material. Second, I go for stainless steel, glass, or ceramic wherever I can, because those are materials, not marketing words. Glass does not leach, it does not have a coating, it does not break down with heat. There is nothing there to fail. Third, and this is the most underrated, is where the plastic actually sits. A plastic handle on the outside is a completely different conversation from a plastic part inside a chamber climbing past 400 degrees. Fourth, I want both claims stated clearly, BPA free for anything touching food and PFOA free for the cooking surface. If a brand is only telling you one, I want to know why. And last, read the reviews for smell and wear. People will tell you if it came out of the box smelling like chemicals or if the surface started going after 6 months. You will never get that off a spec sheet. And here is why heat matters more than anything else. Storing cold food in questionable plastic is a much smaller conversation. Heat drives migration out of plastics, and heat breaks coatings down. So the stuff in your kitchen that gets hot is where I would spend my attention, not your storage containers. The things running at high temperature over and over with your food right in the middle of it. And honestly, the cleanest answer is not adding more requirements, it is subtraction. It all gets simpler when there is less to question. If the cooking chamber is glass, there is no coating to break down. If the accessories are stainless steel, same deal. And if whatever plastic exists is kept away from the heat zone, the leaching question kind of answers itself. That is what I look for now, not a longer list of chemicals something does not have. Fewer materials that could go wrong in the first place. Oh, and one more thing, if something shows up and the instructions say run it empty first to cook off the smell, that smell is coming from somewhere. That is information. So if you are wondering where to start, here is my order. Start with whatever gets hottest, then check the cooking surface, not just the plastic. Look at where the plastic is, not just whether it exists. Go for named materials over vague ones and replace things as they wear out. You do not need to throw your whole kitchen away this weekend. You are not getting to zero, nobody does. But BPA free as your only filter is a way lower bar than it sounds like. Comment below, did you assume BPA free meant the whole thing was safe? Because I 100% did. See you in the next one.